Good day, good day. I made a video earlier. It went on for an hour and a half. This one's going to be a little shorter. I just wanted to share my thanks. I'm so thankful. I really am. I sent out an armload of books, an armload of bumper stickers to the post office. And while I was there, I received some wonderful, awesome gifts from you Lions. I wanted to share a couple of those gifts that I received. Sorry about the noise of the swamp cooler here. It's starting to get warm here in Arizona. And yeah, my dog Bubba's sitting right under it, enjoying himself. It's actually chilly. A few months ago, I found Marketplace. I found an almost new swamp cooler and put it up. It works really good. Um, yeah, not as good as the air conditioner, but it's keeping me chilled right now. And probably have to move my little desk here somewhere or turn it around. I don't know. Anyway, I'm working with what I got, but I wanted to say thank you so much, you Lions. I can't thank you all so much. I came out with this story that I'm the real John Kennedy Junior. They were hindering me, blocking me, not letting my story out. And you guys have been getting it out, and you're still helping me get it out. You're sending me wonderful, awesome gifts. What did I do with that T-shirt? I'm going to make a video on this, not right now. But somebody sent me this book, and it's full of wonderful pictures. Sit down like I did the other book that was sent to me of myself and the fake, and it explained how they switched us. I'll go through that book. I haven't looked at the pictures yet. Robin was looking at it a minute ago, and I like to be surprised at what I find, what I see when I look at all the pictures of me in a book. Some I remember, some I don't, but some I clearly remember, like Christmas time. Henry shared a photo of me making Easter eggs with my family, and I remember mixing the vinegar with the little pack of color stuff in a thing, dumping the egg in there. I remember that. I believe it was vinegar. I remember. I think I drank some of it. You mix vinegar with Easter egg stuff, right? Yeah.
Sure did.
Anyway, I got some wonderful, wonderful, wonderful gifts today. I'm wearing one. Somebody sent me actually 3 shirts. I got 3 shirts in the mail today. And I think I shared that one. Maybe I'll share it again. This was from the other day. This is my father. Somebody sent me this. I'm going to have a new wardrobe here pretty soon. I was getting my shirts at the thrift stores basically my whole life. And now people are sending me wonderful, wonderful gifts. These are awesome T-shirts. And I go through a lot of clothes because I work this. Yeah, I made the video on this.
Yeah.
I made a video on this. I said, this is one of my favorite pictures of my father smoking a stogie. My father was real. And he was, I made a video just the other day. I said, I love this picture of my father. There's another one in a book, and he's just smoking a stogie. I've been smoking my whole life. Not that I recommend it to anybody. That's just me. I can't quit. I really can't. The doctors all tell me you got to quit. And sorry, I go more crazy trying to quit. I put one of those patches on, and it gives you those hella dreams that you can't sleep with them. It tells you right on the pack, don't sleep with this patch on. So if you happen to fall asleep with the patch on, you have some crazy dreams. I usually have crazy dreams of being a pirate, getting stabbed on a pirate ship. I have crazy dreams, and I used to have these ones all the time where the dam broke, and all I could see was a big wall of water coming my way, and then I would wake up and say, what the hell? Sometimes I would rescue people. I'd be with somebody, and I'd have this dream, and I'd be trying to throw them over my shoulder, climbing up a hill, and then the water hits us, and I wake up. But yeah, wonderful gifts. So anyway, the other day I held that picture up of my father smoking a stogie, and somebody out of the kindness of their heart sent me the quietjourney.tv. This is going world, people. The quietjourney.tv. It's going to go viral with your help. I can't do it myself. It would never go viral with me because they don't want this story out. So the quietjourney.tv is huge. We're waiting on the next shipment of bumper stickers. Like I said, I just went to the post office and I had a big armful of packages and letters to send out. I'm basically out of books. I just sent some, people buy a pendant. I said, hey, if you buy a pendant, I'll autograph a book and send it. And I'm waiting on more books. I got to get more stolen identity books because I'm out of those. And the historian's tale, Mary said she'd be sending me a few. We got to come up with some money to get some more books to give some more away. The historian's tale, we won't see any profit for 3 months because that's how they work. They hold your money back. And then, so anyway, we need to get some more books to give away, to sell. People donate, say, hey, I'd love a book. Here's $50 or whatever. That's awesome. Quietjourney.tv. There's a link to both books on that site. My website, therealjohnfkennedyjr.com, is where you go purchase one of these beautiful collector's item pendants, healing pendant. King Smarty sent me some, but he said this is for your post-traumatic stress disorder. And I love this shirt. It's too bad the swamp color's blowing. That is one of the favorite pictures of my father. Right there, smoking a stogie. And somebody put the quietjourney.tv. I'm going to wear these shirts. I got one on right now. They sent me two. I told Robin she could have this one, but it's too big for her. She's a small, but I still think she should put it on when we go out and about drinking our coffee and 7-Up and stuff. Thank you so very much. We got a letter with some stamps to mail someone some bumper stickers, which is cool. Very awesome. I appreciate your gifts. And I don't know if Tina actually knows I'm on here. Beaners. God bless her. I met Tina when I first started sharing. She was sharing my story. She even started a Telegram. These Telegram channels got hacked and the haters were just coming on. This is the most important story of the century. It really is. And I was asking for people to share. Tina started a Telegram channel where people chat, and then you get all the cabal members and all these brainwashed, and I will say stupid people that don't realize how big this story is, how it affects us all as American citizens, how it affects the people all around the world, because the United States of America is a big serpent. They reach out to many different countries, control them. It's huge. It is a huge enterprise of evil. So I'm exposing the evil. I really am. I hope, I know my story is going to get out. But Tina Beaners sent me one freaking cool hat. God, that's dye. I got to keep, I get dyes in both eyes. It's like when one goes away, one will appear. When one goes away, one will appear. But anyway, somebody said, if I use the F word, that's why I get them. And I can't stop using the F word, so I'm going to keep getting them, I guess. Thank you so much, Lions. Thank you so much. But anyway, a big shout out to Tina, which is Beaners, I believe, on Facebook and TikTok. Also, she sent me this beautiful hat. I am going to wear it with pride and respect. Look at this beautiful handmade hat. That's for John right there. 81. If you remember my video from earlier, 81. You go through the letters in the alphabet. 8 is H, 1 is A. That is the abbreviation for the Hells Angels. It is a biker organization that helped me when I was young, protected the son of an assassinated president kept me alive. Some of my brothers died protecting me alive when I was just a kid from these people within our government trying to take my life. There was even a hand grenade thrown into the clubhouse of the Hells Angels to take my life. And some people were injured in that blast. That hand grenade was traced back to people within our government, people. Yeah, they were trying back then to assassinate. And with that said, George Christie's got all kinds of frickin' pictures. The Hells Angels took his colors away from him, and now he is doing things like HBO specials, etc. I got a hold of him on Facebook. I believe I was chatting with his wife. I said, I want to talk. I knew that man. I knew George Christie. They took his colors away from him. Why? Why? Lots of whys, and they won't tell you why. But it's bad enough when they take your colors away from you, and then you do an HBO show. He's getting famous. He's getting famous. But I believe, because he didn't get back to me, and he's sharing stories about me, he knows me. I rode on the back of his Harley up to make peace with the outlaws. We talked with Taco. I probably shit my freaking pants that day, not literally. But when you and a leader of the HA pull up to the outlaws and say, hey, we want peace. And they're all standing around saying, let's just kill this little punk right now. Yeah. But when he tells his stories, he doesn't put me in the stories. He knows John Kennedy Jr., who John Kennedy Jr. is. He told a story, and I seen it on HBO special. Yeah. How Sonny asked me to hand him a drill. There was some punks that stole a motorbike. Sold a really nice motorbike. Well, you don't steal a motorbike from the Hells Angels. You just don't do it. So we went around trying to find out who stole that motorbike. I was just a young man then. We found out who stole that motorbike. Sonny said, hand me that drill. Sonny's passed away now. I don't mind him sharing this story. I handed him a drill. And there was a man tied to a chair for stealing this motorbike, and that drill bit went right through his shoe, through his foot. Why did they have little John Kennedy Jr. hand him that drill? So he would not get in trouble. They don't want my story out for a little story about putting a drill bit through someone's foot for stealing a Harley Davidson. But George Christie won't tell you, yeah, John Kennedy Jr. was there. We were protecting him. He won't tell you that. Why? Because he's doing HBO specials now. He's got books out. He's got pictures. And some of those pictures probably were left for me. Yeah. Straight up. But look at this hat. It is all hand done. It's got my birthday on there. It's got a beautiful lion. See that lion? That lion is freaking awesome. And that lion's by my side, people. It really is. Just like the lions that are by my side in this journey to help share the truth. Thank you, Sherry. Be safe. Yeah. So anyway, I will show this hat some respect and pride wearing it with the 81 right on the front, just like I've always had this ring. Yeah. Because these people protected the son of a president, and some of them lost their lives. And when they did that, there was probably bullshit stories on how they lost lives. They weren't credited for protecting the son of a president when they lost their lives, and they need all the respect I can give them. It puts tears in my eyes when I think about what people did to help me, losing their lives. And then you get people on here, you can't be who you are, showing so much disrespect because they have bought into the bullshit for so freaking long. Anyway, this hat, this card came with it. Baby, how do you pronounce this? I'm ignorant. Read this card. I can't read the small print, but come over here and read it.
Hang on, I can't read it. Dana Carlson Art.
Dana Carlson Art, and that's in Canada. What can you read the little town?
Artful Awakening, right there.
Oh, why don't
On the
I
other
turn the
side.
card around? Artful Awakening, and that is it's in Canada. Beaners, where do you live? Canada, British Columbia.
Yeah, she does.
But anyway, it might be on the internet. Artful Awakening. Right here. Anyway, I am very happy to share something like this when somebody does me a solid. This is a solid. It really is. It's a heart warm felt gift that puts tears in my eyes. I know it's just a simple hat, but it means so much that somebody would do that for me. So thank you, Tina. Thank you, Beaners, for this wonderful, wonderful gift. Thank all you Lions, because this hat is me. It really is. Because I'm like the cowboy, biker, freaking whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I love the hat. And I love the t-shirts. I love the letters I got today. Somebody asked me for a t-shirt. By what they said, they probably can't afford a t-shirt. I know a lot of us can't spend the money for a t-shirt. I'm supposed to be getting like 45 t-shirts any day now. And they will say the quiet journey on them. I don't know the design yet, but they will have the quiet journey. We're going world with this quiet journey, with your shares, your prayers, your persistence to make my story world. So anyway, I'm going to keep a few of those shirts for me and for Robin so we can support the quiet journey shirts around town. But like that wonderful letter I got, that lady asks for a t-shirt. She's got one. She's got one because she asked me for one. She's read the book, and I would be more than happy. Brenda's getting a t-shirt too. I sent Brenda some t-shirts. T-shirts. I haven't got the t-shirts yet. Some bumper stickers. I don't know how long it takes to get from here to Canada, but I've sent out 600 bumper stickers. Please stick it on your vehicle. Be proud to have it that you are a truther, a real truther, getting my story out to the world. And we are going to make it viral. They're going to have to. The mainstream media run by the cabal are going to have to recognize the quietjourney.tv when everybody's got one on their car. Straight up. That's what we're manifesting. That's what's going to happen. So, yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say thank you, Lions, for all you do each and every day. Your videos, your gifts, your sharing. I got a call on the telephone yesterday. Somebody called me up, a Lion, and just said, I hope you're having a wonderful day. And me and Robin have been out partying all night long, not on alcohol, but just partying. So I was a wreck. I said, Mojo, we would do a live on TikTok, and I was just too burned out. And then I had a big sty in my eye that looked awful. And yeah, I just wasn't up to doing a live with Mojo. Maybe real soon here we'll get on there and chat. I always try to get on when I'm sitting on the couch on Mojo's live. Wonderful Lion, her getting up there. And Dizzy Dizzy read the whole book, Stolen Identity, right here on YouTube. So if you have not purchased the book, if you can't afford the book, you want to hear what my book's about, go to Dizzy. Probably search it, Dizzy Stolen Identity. She's reading the whole book chapter by chapter. It's freaking awesome that she did that for me. It's so awesome that Brenda's always on here sharing the website, the links. She's going out of her way. True Patriots. Lanny, I see Lanny on here. Man, you are awesome, sister. Really. Mary Maxwell said the other day, that Lanny doesn't sleep. All she does is share your story. She is a true lion, and I totally agree. You know, I totally 100% agree. When we go viral, when we get this story out, God, I hope you all are marching by my side for freedom, for real freedom of our country. Yeah. And you all are so much loved and appreciated, all you lions. And please don't get upset. Um, Somebody sent me a wonderful book, and I just haven't had time. I don't read. I haven't even read my books. I've briefly gone through them. Robin's read them to me, and I'm more of a picture-looking guy. But yeah, please don't get mad if I haven't held your book up and said, I got this. I plan on it. I'm just, I suck. I suck at being a librarian. I suck at being a secretary. Scatterbrain. Mary Maxwell has a whole list of things for me to do. I love Mary. She's a beautiful advisor, wonderful lady. She says, John, you got to do this. John, you got to do that. And then I get off working in the garden. I get off painting a house. I put my mind in other places besides me being John Kennedy Jr. and just wanting to live a peaceful life and not all the sadness that I share on the videos and the YouTubes and every other thing. But you all are awesome. But please don't get offended if you send me something and I don't mention it. I'm just that way. Yeah. I suck sometimes, straight up. But it's all so much appreciated. Even when it's just a letter in the mail that says, hey, John, we love you. It's awesome. It really, really is awesome. And it's very much appreciated. It keeps me going each and every day. It really, really does. I'll be honest. There was one time I just wanted to say, fuck it all. I just want to be left alone. I don't want to share my story anymore. I don't even want to think about all my loved ones being alive by people within our government, our agencies, all the torture I went through. I don't want to think about it. And the torture was freaking crazy what they did to me. It wasn't fun. There's some despicable acts that were done to me. And I was going to share it, but I'm not because it's just too fucked up. Yeah. Thrown in a cage and craziness. But I'm sharing it. I am. Not in detail because some of the detail is too fucking gruesome. And you couldn't even imagine what these people do to control a child, to get a child to shut his mouth and not speak the unspeakable. But I'm speaking now. I really am. I am speaking for the truth. I'm speaking for the American people and the people around the world that are being ruled by these people that did this to John Kennedy Jr. And they're exposing themselves for not bringing me out. And when they pretend to bring me out, we shut them up. That's right. They pretend to try to bring me out just to try to discredit me. Yeah. Craziness. Anyway, I'm going on here too long. Just wanted to say thank all you lions. Thank you for the gifts. I love this hat. I love these t-shirts. And I'm getting some more. I'm going to keep a few. I'm going to keep a few. I'm not going to lie. That say the quiet journey on them. So I can wear when I do my video. People can see the quiet journey when I'm out and about town. The people at the grocery store will say, what's the quiet journey? When I'm at the thrift store or the churches, they're going to ask me. I was standing in line just now when I was mailing my packages. And you know how many packages I mailed? $89 worth. It cost me $89 to mail the packages. But I had these in my hand that were in the truck. And the guy said, oh, that's the movie you were talking about. Can I have one? And I said, sure. So I gave him a bumper sticker. Then the guy next to him, the other cashier at the post office, said, wow, you got another one of these? And I was like, sure. So guess what? These people at the post office are going to go home, get their popcorn, get their soda, sit back on the big screen TV and watch some truth. It's all about old school, sharing your story. People are interested. They want the truth. The only problem is here on the internet, they keep us in a bubble. They got the big, massive servers. They don't have those massive servers out on the streets when we're talking to real people, sharing the real truth. So this is a wonderful, wonderful idea. It's awesome. Wonderful idea. And I appreciate so much the Lion that's ordered me 10,000 more of these coming. A little over 10,000, I believe. Isn't that cool? Awesome. Really awesome. So God bless you all, Lions. Thank you. Thank you. Cindy G. Potato Head. Smack them people upside the head with that potato purse. Anyway, I would love to do. I sent you an email. My email is John, JRONE @gmail. Write it down, Cindy, because we're going to do an interview. I would love to chat with you. We can tell some jokes, tell some truth. It'll be fun. But that is John, JRONE, and that's at Gmail. And we'll set up a time and do an interview, and it'll be awesome because you make me laugh. You really, really do. I was busting the gut on the first video I seen of you. You did. I really was. And John, don't laugh too much. But yeah, you were hysterical. Anyway, thank you so much for your comments. Thank you, Tina, once again for the wonderful handmade hat with the respect of the 81 right on the front. That is so dang cool. All love, everybody. You all have a wonderful, wonderful day, a wonderful week, and let's rock and roll and get some truth out, some real truth, none of this bullshit. And I got a comment about, I made a video earlier, and I got a comment about the chemtrails. I know they're doing bad shit. I really do. But when somebody says I'm 100% wrong, I'm never 100% wrong. I never am. I believe some of that is done on purpose, but not all of it. Not all of it. Not every chemtrail you see is something bad. It's not. It would cost them too much freaking of our tax dollars to do that. Now, by what I was explaining in that video, I've actually seen the aircraft that they use to fuck us up. Straight up, I have. Yeah. But anyway, we can disagree and still agree on a lot of things. We can still be friends, even if you don't see my story 100%. It's all good. You know, that's why when you go vote for whoever you vote for, that doesn't matter in the first place, because your vote is pre-planned by the cabal to get their candidate in place, but it's a secret ballot. That way you don't have to tell your neighbor who you voted for. You don't have to tell your spouse who you voted for. That's why we live in America. Yeah. So you can have your own opinion. I'll still respect it. I got my own opinion. I respect my opinion too, but we shouldn't argue over the little shit. They're no good, and we know they're no good. Anyway, peace out. All love. Have a blessed day. Love you, Lions, once again. God, I love you guys. Let's have a party someday. Let's have one big, awesome freaking barbecue and show some real patriotism for this country. God bless y'all. Peace out. Have a wonderful day. Jalapeno, love you too. Just seeing you pop in. You guys are all awesome. Chris, enjoy your day. All love and respect, everybody. Peace.